Oh, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bite Size on Monday, our weekly live stream that we record as a podcast. Thank you to everybody who's going to be joining us tonight, especially if you're um, taking us out on your run with you. That's pretty awesome stuff. So, yes, thanks very much for joining us. And as people do join us live, remember to get your questions and comments in. I'll remind you again in just a minute. We'll sort of catch up quickly on where we are. Couple of shoes that have come out that I do want to mention is the Hurricane 25. I've actually filmed a video about that shoe, and that will be coming soon. The other one as well, which drops tomorrow, is the Structure 25. I've got a video coming on that one tomorrow. So anybody looking at that shoe, so they're coming this week. Actually, talking about this week, what else have we got on the channel this week? I know we've got got those two. Hang on, I'll tell you what else we got. Because I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm going away on holiday real soon. So this is going to be our last live stream on a Monday for a couple of weeks. Yeah, so Hurricane 25, Structure 26, video about some carbon plate shoes for like new runners and that sort of stuff. And things like that. So, yeah, a couple of bits coming your way this week as usual. Let me get rid of this. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Again, get your questions, get your comments in as you join us on tonight's show. Say, sort of last show on a Monday for a few weeks. I'm not sure exactly when we'll be back, so keep an eye out on the socials. If you're not following me at FORDY_runs, make sure you follow me on the old socials, and we'll let you know when we're coming back for that stuff. What else do you need to know? Don't forget that you can get over to sports FORDYRUNS.com and get a 10% code off of sportshoes.com if you go over to our reviews bit. You can join as an affiliated club member and get 15% off, but there's also a code under the reviews, the written reviews. If you've not seen them, we do them as well. Now they're new, building that slowly. But yeah, so within that, there's a 10% code at sportshoes.com if you want it. Yeah, so get your questions, get your comments in. Marathon training sort of fully in swing. We did a good show on the podcast. If you're going away on holiday and you're not sure what to do, then listen to Friday's podcast that we just recorded. All of them are on like all your podcast providers and that sort of stuff. But yeah, we did that. And that was kind of cool about talking about how to run on holiday and that sort of stuff. So that's a good one to check that out. I think that's about it, really. As you can see behind my cases there, I'm doing a cracking job of doing packing. I'm not. But yeah, so at the gym today, making sure I just keep smashing the gym. 50-mile week this week, people. So we keep on rolling with the mileage. And then I'm going to say I have a bit of a down week while I'm on holiday. So yeah, sort of a deload week, let's call it. But I'll be focusing more on the gym, focusing more on the speedier stuff while I'm away, which I'm kind of looking forward to, actually. So yeah, I'm just going to say good evening to everybody. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Get your questions and get your bits and bobs in the chat, whatever it is you want to talk about. Buzz is going nuts. I don't know if anybody can hear that. I don't know what's up with him tonight, but yeah. So yeah, let us know if you've got any questions or got any comments on that side of thing. I was going to say something. I can't remember what it was. My brain's a bit. Brain is a bit fried. I'm sort of ready for holiday now. Kind of a little bit tired on that side of things. What else do you need to know? No, that's probably about it, really. I filmed a lot of stuff just gone to try and get ahead while I'm away. So there's some sort of videos about, I don't know, value and stuff like that. Some good videos that we recorded. Done a couple of training videos that may help some people. Some session videos, session ideas, I would say. Which I must get out actually because they're quite good. What else? No, I think that's it, guys. I think you're up to speed with all that sort of stuff. Got a big 21 miler on Saturday coming up. And yeah, just tired because I'm doing a lot. But I think everybody's like that at the moment, right? So yeah, so there we go. Just Just get your questions, get your comments in. Not sure how long we're going to be on tonight. I've got no idea. As you could probably guess, I'm a little bit fatigued, a little bit tired, sort of winding down ahead of the holiday. I think Friday's show is going to be interesting. It's an email special. It's a live email special. Usually we do the email stuff pre-recorded. It's quite a good show to do, but actually I thought for a laugh we'd do it live this week. Answer some of those emails, some of those random questions that you guys are sending in. So if you ever want to send a question in, it's longrunshow@gmail.com. If you want to email me about stuff, then hello@fordyruns.com. Yeah, so get your stuff in as well. Okay. Right. Let's pick up some of the questions, get some of the comments in. So I'll work my way through these. So if you've got anything you want me to answer, you want to talk about over the next whatever it is, then drop that in, and I'll pick that up. Evening, Ian. Thank you, Gary. John's got to say, evening, Chris. I have Saucony Pro 3s to replace. What's similar, please? I'll be honest with you. If you like the Saucony stuff, then I would definitely go with the Saucony Pro 4. It's a good shoe. Yeah, it's a good shoe. It does the basics well. I think you'll like it. So yeah, go and have a look at the Saucony Pro 4. I was just going to have a look, actually. They've got new colorways out. Let's have a look. Because there was meant to be coming some new ones. Let's have a look at where are they? I'm on sportsjuice.com at the moment. Yeah, you've got the mutant colorway. You got a nice blue there. So yeah, again with the Saucony stuff. Okay, like I mentioned at the start, you get over to FORDYRUNS.com and get on the review section. It's 10% off there, or 15% if you're a club member, and that costs like 20 something quid. But yeah, go with the Pro 4s, dude. I think you'll like them. Yes, Gary. So I will pick. We're going to pick this up in a bit more detail on Friday. But we sadly lost one of our the cornerstones of 40 runs. Sadly, and there's a lovely tribute today done, and we're all going to Hyde Park on Sunday. And yeah, it's tragic, and we'll pick up on that on Friday. Talk a little bit more about that, but it's just, you know, it's devastating, and it just your thoughts go out to her family. But as I said on Friday, show just gone, an amazing human being. Right, Lawn. Hi, Chris. I've just completed week 1 of my Ben Parks training plan for the Cardiff Half, aiming for sub 1 hours and 40 minutes to beat my 3-year-old PB of 1 hours and 45 minutes. Any tips on staying healthy and avoid niggles? Yeah, consistency, strength, and gym work is key to that. Sticking to the plan. Ben's plans are apparently quite good. Never used one. Can't comment. We do sell plans on our website, and obviously we've got the coaching that we offer. But with regards to in terms of staying healthy and avoiding niggles, yeah, make sure you stay within the plan. I don't know how aggressive the plan is, but make sure you stay consistent within the plan. Make sure you get to the gym. Make sure you do the recovery work. Make sure you look at your nutrition. All the basics. Do all the basics right, and you'll be just fine. It's where, you start running too fast, doing too much, not doing any of the recovery work, not looking after yourself in terms of what you're eating and all this stuff. Then that sort of snowball effects, then you end up getting injured and paying a fortune out on a physio. So yeah, just take care of yourself. Do the basics correct, I would say. That's the best way. But good luck. Let us know. I'm in Cardiff. I'm doing the Cardiff Half. So I shall see you there. Anybody else doing the Cardiff Half, let me know. It comes. Oh, and that was a question. Did anyone pick up any bargains in the summer sales? Be interested to know if anybody picked up any bargains. Let us know what you grabbed. There's still some good ones to be had out there. Evening, Ben. Okay. Evening, Chris. Evening, Buzz. Evening, all. Greetings from Maastricht. Any update when the embargo drops on the A6 GT 2014? I don't have that shoe. So I can't give you any insight into that. I don't have that. Randomly, they sent me this. Oh, you saw it the other week, trail shoe. But yeah, I don't have the ASICS GT 2014. So yeah, it needs something doing to it because it's actually I referenced it in. So I'm looking on something I've got here. I referenced that shoe in a video, the Structure 27, 26, whatever it is, number that I put out tomorrow. So I talk about that because that shoe needs a massive overhaul. I think the GT 2000, it's unfortunately been left behind. I think some of its sort of mild stability counterparts that are out there now. I think the Flight Foam Blast just needs a bit of a makeover on that shoe. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with it. But fingers crossed, they do something pretty cool with it, and we get a good mild stability shoe from the GT 2000 because at the moment it's a bit boring, it's a bit dull. So let's see, but I don't have any information on it as sitting here. Oh, I'll tell you if I did. Okay. Let's move down here again. Thanks, guys, for joining. Get your questions, get your comments in. Appreciate it. I'm a bit tired, a bit fatigued, but I will answer them. Okay. No Matt Nash question tonight, he says. Just want to say congrats on reaching 50,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. Have a cracking holiday. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. Yeah, we ticked through the old 50,000 subscribers. So thanks to everybody who has supported the channel. Actually, it's a good shout, Matt. What we must do is thank everybody. I appreciate everybody who's been here for the journey, and thanks to everybody who's new to the channel as well. Means a lot. Keep sharing it, people. Keep telling people about our little corner of the running shoe, running community, running scene world that we've sort of put together over here. Appreciate not everybody's cup of tea, so I appreciate. I do genuinely mean, I genuinely appreciate everybody who does watch the videos and subscribe and all that sort of stuff. So thanks very much to everybody who supported us. Am I running the Wembley 10K? I am running the London Wembley 10K. That's in August. I'm going to be there. Some of the team are going to be there. Can't remember exactly who, but we are going to be there. So yes, I'm looking forward to that one. I've also got the Shoreditch 10K, which I was sent the route today. I've got that one. I'm not going to be running any of those particularly hard because they're on big volume weeks. I've also got Vitality 10K as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Wembley one. Be interested to see what they do. I think, like anything, you want to find out what it's like in the first year, and then they'll build on it. Actually, I've got to give the Saucony. I did actually on Friday. Gave you some credit. Saucony 10K. That was just they built on that event really well over the last few years. So hopefully ASICS can do the same with the Wembley one. So fingers crossed. Looking forward very much to that. Hopefully you'll be there, and I'll see you. Andrew, hi, FORDY. Sorry to hear about Lulu. Only knew her via the Facebook group. Seems a great person. Any recommendations for a shoe to add to the speed interval work? Currently have Nova Blast and Super Blast. Yeah, thank you for the kind words about Lulu. Yeah, I spoke about that earlier. Any recommendations for a shoe to add for a speed interval workout? Yeah, Nova Blast, Super Blast. I would look for something light. Adios 9's a good shout. You can pick that up really cheap. I mean, that's a proper speed interval workout shoe. Maybe have a look at that from Adidas. Fitting that well with that Nova Blast and Super Blast. Super Blast obviously can do everything. So it's a real lightweight lightweight speed shoe. You won't want to do it for wear it for anything other than those speed workouts, that interval work. But it's and it's not over the top in terms of pricing. Again, another shoe. Go to sportshoes.com. Use my code. Get you 10% off. If you're a club member, get you 15% off. But yeah, that's a good shout. The Adios 9. Definitely. Got a cool video coming out actually about Adidas shoes. That's another one I filmed. Okay. Kevin. Hi, Chris. Can't run at the moment. Oh, sorry to hear that. As injured with plantar, what would you suggest to try and keep my fitness up? Been swimming, but don't enjoy it at all. Yeah, anything really. Anything that you can cross trade with that's not going to obviously aggravate that injury. Whatever the physio recommends, firstly. But yeah, swimming, yoga, Pilates, biking, gym, boxing. That's what I've been doing. whatever works for you, whatever you can do consistently and enjoy and apply yourself to that doesn't aggravate the injury, that's the thing to do for you. But get well, mate. Hang on in there, and as I said, just do what the physio says. But yeah, all that sort of swimming is like a golden ticket for runners. Really, I mean, if I had time, I'd be swimming literally every day. It's so powerful. It's such a good cross training thing to do. It really is. Really is. Thoughts on the Boston 12 for long run, 16 to 20 miles? I'd go for the Boston 13. It's a bit softer. I think you'll enjoy that. Don't get me wrong, Boston 12 was a good shoe. I'm just going to have a sip of my drink. One sec. Sorry on the podcast for the quiet. I was just having a sip of my drink. But yeah, I would go with the Boston 13s personally. The 12's a good shoe, but it's noticeably firmer than 13. Just check your sizing. Make sure you go on your US size, not your UK size with Adidas. All right. That's the best thing to do. Ben, Chris, what would be your current money, no object, 5 shoe rotation? Oh, blimey. Can I have 5 super blasts? Can I do that? No, I'd go Primex strung. I'd go, Primex strung, super blast. I'd probably go, I really like the Neo Vista too. Evo SL. And I need a race shoe. So I'd probably go one of the A6 Edge, something like that. Chuck that in there. Is that 5? Off the top of my head, not really sure. Did I make 5? Was that 4? Not sure. Yeah. So they're the ones I'd probably go for. Hero. Evening. Beth, evening music runner. Thank you. Ben is looking to buy the Evo SL, but I'm a heel striker. What do you think is a valuable option? I would get a very good shoe, which is called the Hyperion 3. Yeah. Firmer DNA in there. That's definitely the way to go. The Hyperion 3. If you're worried about the Evo SL being too soft with the Light Strike Pro, definitely. It's a really good shoe. Really good shoe. It is. Shame it's 140 quid. If it was 110, I think we'd be all over it. So yeah, that's a really good shoe to have a look at. Is the Hyperion 3 if you can't get on with the Evo SL. John E, have I cheered up after my recent 10K time trial? Have you put your finger on why you didn't perform as you wanted? P.S. You always deserve an ice cream for getting out the door. Thank you, John. Yeah, it's referencing my this weekend's vlog. If you've not seen it, I went and did a sort of fitness test kind of thing a few weeks ago. It was a few weeks ago I recorded that. If you didn't know, the weekly vlogs are usually, unless there's like something specific that I want to put in, they're usually quite a few weeks behind. So I've done stuff since then, but I tend to film them a bit out in advance. Just helps with my editing and stuff like that. And if I want to slot something in or whatever. Anyway. And I must say I was being miserable, but I was being hard on myself. And in retrospect, obviously there was reasons why I didn't do as well as I thought I could do. But what I like to do on this channel is, and it runs through the whole channel, is keep it extremely real, transparent, and honest. And I filmed that right after the race, and I was totally pissed off with myself. And I think that's a better reflection. There's no point me smiling, jumping into crowds and all this sort of stuff. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get faster. I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to get stronger as a runner. So there's no point me just cocking about all the time, although I like cocking about a lot, but I don't want to do it all the time. So at some point I'm going to be disappointed with what I could do. And I'm going to show that on the camera because it's real. It's just no point just making shit up. Just so you look like you're Mr. Happy and all this sort of stuff. Yeah. Which I'm sure you appreciate anyway. I'm not even going. So and did I put the finger on why you didn't perform? Yeah, I think there was a couple of elements. I don't particularly perform well in the evening. Again, I've been to work that day. Uh, I've been to work that day, as you guys all know. I think I work, long hours. Plus, I do all this sort of stuff on top of that. So I'm doing a hell of a lot of hours, too many, if I'm honest. So I've been at work all day. Second sneeze. And so I think that's an element of it. I was at the point where I was, I'm gonna say heavily dieting, but I was right at the start where my weight loss journey had really kicked in. So I think that's an element of it for sure. But the overriding thing was the heat. It was extremely muggy that night. So I think you've got like three factors there that weren't excuses, that there were reasons why I didn't do what I felt like I needed to do. For context, anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, a couple of days before then, oh, it might have even been a week, I ran 44 minutes basically in the 10K again in the evening. But I wasn't expecting to run 44 minutes. So I thought I'd just go like 45, but I felt pretty good. Got a stitch right towards the end. So that sort of put any pains to going any quicker than that. But I ran steady. I was chatting to the boys the whole way, Chris and Ben, and all that kind of stuff. Again, that's on the channel if you want to watch that. And I thought, right, okay, we'll go along to Battersea. And we'll see what's in the tank. And it went totally wrong. I went off too fast and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's what I put that down to be honest with you. But again, I let that simmer with me for a few days, and then I moved on quite quickly, because then I got back out and onto the sort of longer runs, and I was able to sort of chalk that one off to a learning experience, and they all are learning experience. And that's why, again, I go back to my point of I'm trying to, in these sessions or races or whatever I'm doing, I'm trying to give it a fresh perspective on what I'm doing, as I'm trying to get a little bit better. I'm investing a lot of time, a lot of effort into what I'm doing at the moment: weight loss, nutrition, running. And some of it's starting to pay off, which you'll see again in a few weeks on the channel. And yeah, so we go from there. So, but yeah, appreciate the question. It's a good question. Thank you. Again, thanks again to everybody who has subscribed. Thanks to everybody who comes on a Monday and tunes in. It wouldn't be a good show without you guys. It's just been me talking bollocks. Ben, best super shoe you're looking forward to that are coming out this year? I'm not really that fussed about any others that are coming, because I'm kind of set on what I'm using. Don't get me wrong, we're testing shoes all the time, but in my mind, which is very simple, I'm kind of set on what I'm using, what I like. So there's nothing really that's getting me excited. I'm super interested in the Nike shoes, purely just because I'm a shoe geek. But other than that, is there really anything? No, I'm not. I'm not that too fussed at the moment. I can't tell you how laser focused I am on Chicago. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm more focused on the running than the running shoes at the moment. Running my Ramrod. I'm running my second half marathon this fall, setting a goal for sub 2 hours. In your opinion, is it worth looking for a fast shoe to hit that kilometer 5:30 pace goal, or just use the daily long shoe? To be honest, yeah, the shoes will make you feel good and all this sort of stuff. They'll be lighter, they'll be faster, but ultimately that speed will come from the work you do in the training plan, the work you do in the gym. Yeah, that's what ultimately will lead to the speed. I've seen people run under 3 hours in a pair of Brooks Glycerines. So it's you, not the shoe. The shoe will help small, but ultimately it's you, and it's the work you put in, and it's the commitment you make to getting stronger, to get in the earlier nights, to get in, into the gym, to making sure you're doing the recovery work, to improve your nutrition. All that sort of stuff, to being as consistent as you can, will ultimately make the difference between you running under 2 hours in the half marathon or not. Shoes are great. 100%. This is me, so who loves running shoes. But when you're looking to go for a proper goal like that, the hard work you do is what will make the difference rather than the shoe. I don't think that helps. But let us know. Keep us posted how you're getting on with your training. Evening, Chris. Oh yeah, Lee. So Lee said, I promised Lee I'd answer his question tonight. So thank you very much, brother. I'm an ASICS shoe try on this week with the Nimbus 27. Boring. Cumulus 27. I like them. I was actually in the gym in the pair of them today. Kayano 32. Still the king of the stability shoe world. Which should I try as a neutral gait runner? Well, not the Kayano. That's a total waste of time. Maybe buy for marathon training. I wouldn't buy any of them for marathon training. That's basically it. So I wouldn't go, Lee. Basically, it's a total waste of time. I wouldn't, honestly. Nimbus 27 is too heavy, and it's pointless. Cumulus 27 is a great shoe to do like what I did today, which was wear it to work and then go to the gym. It's all right. There's better out there. You're better off in your Evo SLs that you got, Lee. The Kayano's a total waste of time for you. You're a neutral runner. That's like the king of stability. So all three of those shoes, total waste of time. There you go. Just saved you an evening, Lee. You can go out and do one of those sessions I told you to go and do. There you go. I bet he wasn't expecting that answer. Mick's in the house. Hi, Chris. Just got back from club. Just a quick thanks for the videos and the information you provided. Thanks. I appreciate that, Mick. And have a great holiday. Thank you, mate. I really appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Especially coming back from a club session. He runs our Walsall club, doing a cracking job up there to jump on and say that. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Dennis, hi, Chris. I'm looking for a race shoe for Great North Run. I'll see you there. Dennis, have you signed up to our shakeout run on Friday, on the Saturday, on the Saturdays, on the website under the event section? I hope you signed up. Anyway, he's looking for a race shoe for GNR and the Great Scottish Run. Would you recommend the SC Elite version 4? I would recommend the SC Elite version 4. It's a brilliant shoe. I had them for the Manchester Marathon. I loved them, chasing a sub. Here he is. But have you been scratching at the Buds has just come in? You want to come up on the pod? One sec, people, stay there. Coming in. Coming in. It's the world's worst trained dog. Come on in. You coming up? Come on, let's go. We're live on here, Buds. Come on. On. Honestly, it's the world's worst trained dog ever. You sit down here looking at me. Coming in. Coming in. Oh, here he is. Right. He's been at the door scratching, and now he's here. Look, here he is. Okay. So, coming back to the question. Apologies, everybody, for this. Get your questions, get your comments in. And thanks seriously to everybody who's joined us later. Get your questions. I will answer them all. Whether it's coaching question, running shoe question, or you got a question for Buds. Who's here? So SC Elite version 4, I had them for Manchester Marathon. Yeah, go and use them. Why you spent a lot of money on that shoe, the New Balance SC Elite? Why waste it and why go and get something else? I 100% recommend running them. They made you feel good in Manchester. Crack on with them, definitely, 100%. Don't waste your money. We're all about the value here. Okay, somebody needs some advice. Buds, they need our advice. Hi, Chris. I have some shoes that have 200 to 350 kilometers on them, but they are one. Yeah, I know you're there, but they are one. They are one. If you're listening to this on the pod, Bud's like is literally next to the mic, but they are over 1 year old. Should I still use them for running, or better to throw them away? I mean, 350 kilometers is okay. They're getting worn out, I'm guessing. It's more for me with shoes, and again, this is me. Who's not using them at all, really, for the length of what they should be, because we get so many shoes, we just have to keep churning them, right? But what I would say is that it comes down to more, do they start to bottom out? Some like New Balance shoes will bottom out real quick. Other shoes, they start to go. Other shoes obviously wear quickly on the outsoles and things like that. I've got a pair of Skechers that have almost worn out in the heel. They're not the sort of shoes that I would wear. So I would do it more on that. How do they feel? Like all right, Pat. Si's got like 500 miles on his Super Blast 2, and they're still going strong. So it's all dependent on the shoe and those signs of wear and tear. It's when they start to bottom out and you can feel that they flatten out a bit. You can definitely feel that. They're the things, they're the signs when to retire them. Yeah, that's what I would look at. HF Prepper. Just got my first pair of Super Blast 2s. First 2 runs and they feel firmer than anticipated. Yes, correct. They do feel a bit firmer. But I've enjoyed them so far. Yeah, once you lean on that foam, yeah, then you know what we're talking about with the Super Blast 2s. Funny enough, Ian, who was on earlier with the Super Blast 2, he was saying he's just got a pair and he absolutely loves them. So, yeah. Paddy 95. When in the marathon prep, would you incorporate marathon paced efforts? Well, I think it's very much dependent on you as a runner. Are you new to this marathon? Are you doing your first marathon? If you're doing your first marathon, you train to get round, right? And you train to finish and not be dead. What I tend to do with my clients is we sort of scatter some marathon goal pace a little bit in the week, but then into the longer runs as we go into. The more experienced the runner, the more they're looking to achieve certain things based on their background, we will put more goal pace into that. To give you an example of what I'm doing this weekend, because that may be relevant for you, I'm looking to run 3:30 in Chicago, hopefully a bit quicker. I'm going to be doing 20 miles, basically, because it's 21, but I've got a warm-up cool down. I'm going to do 6 miles easy, then I'm going to then do 9 miles at goal pace, and then I'm going to do the rest easy. So there's a fair element of that, and I'm in like week 5. But then following that, over the next few weeks, I will scatter more and more in, including probably a 16-mile goal pace run in there as well. So I use the goal pace in the longer runs where I can, because I enjoy it and it really helps. But again, it depends on your level of as a runner and what you're trying to achieve. So I wouldn't necessarily say if you're a new runner, beginner runner, be doing that. You're looking to run easy, time on feet, maintain, and that sort of stuff. Hang on, buds. Oh, there it is. And that is so I'm just moving, buds. So that's the sort of thing I would do. So yes, it's imperative that you do it, but it depends on what sort of runner you are. I don't know if that helps or not, but let me know. And he's back on the time trial. I always appreciate how very honest your reviews and videos are. It's all organic, and whether that's a shoe review or race day vlog, and the hard days are part of it. So fair play. Thank you very much, Andy. I appreciate the kind words. LOLO35 had the Adidas Pro 3s and Metaspeed Sky Paris as race day shoes. Looking for something for Valencia later in the year. Adidas Pro 4, Cielo X1 2.0. I'd avoid that like the plague. That thing's so unstable. Or the new Metaspeed. I'd go with the new Metaspeed personally. I would. The Pro 4s, if they work for you, they're brilliant, but they're not for everyone. Where the Metaspeed, I think, will help or work with more people than the Pro 4s do. The rocker in them is not as aggressive and things like that. So yeah, I'd go with them. Marcus is in the house. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us. Just as a shout out, this is our last live on a Monday for a couple of weeks because I'm going on holiday. We've got loads of videos coming out, so make sure you are subscribed, and then we'll pick this up when I get back. We are live on Friday with the usual podcast show. Marcus, hi, FORDY. Started a marathon blocker. My 1080s need replacing. I have Super Blast for my long runs, but want something super comfy for the easy runs between the Vomero 18 and the Magmax. I'd go with the Vomero 18. Great shoe. I was running in there. Was it Sunday? Can't even remember. I think I did a recovery run in them. Yeah, I can't remember. No, I was just anyway. Yeah, Vomero 18. Good. You can pick them up cheap. Again, use your sportshoes.com code if you're a club member, affiliated club member. It costs about 20 quid. Go to fordyruns.com. Get 15% off of them. So it brings the price right down. If you're not a club member yet, join, obviously. But if you don't want to join because you're attached somewhere else, then there's a 10% code on the 40 Runs review section on the website. Thank you very much, brother. Andy's saying thanks. Congrats to 50,000 subs. I appreciate it. Next, when that's it. We're going for 22 million now. Good evening, Chris. Adidas Pro 4. How good pace for park runs? Are they suited for longer? Yeah, I wouldn't wear them for park run. I wouldn't. Well, you can. You can do what you like, mate. If you want to spend £220 on a shoe to wear for park run, of course you can wear them park run. Do it if you like, mate. Me personally, I wouldn't. Yeah. I wouldn't spend 220 quid and use them there, but it's up to you, bruv. Do what you want, Phil. The most important is you enjoying life. It's all that matters. We get one go at this rodeo. Dennis, Chris, you said you're excited in the Nike shoes. Is there any rumours on a new Alpha Fly 4? I think it's January, isn't it? I think. Might be wrong on that, but I think it's January. Hello. Would you consider using a marathon race as a hang on. Would you consider using a marathon race as a 3 times 10 kilometer training session for a target race later in the training block? I mean, I have run marathons in training blocks. Yeah, I did Brighton. But I'm somebody who believes in doing the distance. I mean, I ran that Brighton marathon because I not had to, but because Brooks invited me and I was down there to do some other stuff and things like that. So otherwise, wouldn't have bothered. I'm a strong believer in focusing on one race. I like to do marathons because I like running and I like that side of things. But I wouldn't necessarily use one as a training session. I think you'd get much more out of doing a really decent, 20-mile session, broken up somehow, that sort of thing. You're just going to fatigue yourself, risk injury, that side of things. It's pointless. Lee's back. I told him not to buy any more ASICs. He's got the Nova Blast 5, but I've already got those. I've still got to the pub in Newcastle. I'll just go to the pub. Yeah, just go to the pub. It's easier. Just go to the pub. Thanks for the honest answer, John, about the 10K run. Physio suggests I get a stability shoe. Which mild stability shoe would you recommend up to 15K? Watch tomorrow's video, John. We talk about the Nike structure, but we talk about some other mild stability shoes in that video. I think you'll like that one. Brian, you once said that you slightly pronate. I do. I've said it a few times, actually. Do you use insoles that help? I've got insoles in my Adidas Pro 4s. But I don't use them for pronation issues. for pronation issues, I don't use them for pronation issues. With pronation, I think, for me, it's all about getting stronger in the gym, strengthening the muscles and that sort of stuff, and iron out some of that pronation. I tend to pronate more when I'm tired. Buds, you want to get it down? Buds is going by. Bye, Buds. Thanks for appearing on the show tonight. Okay, here we go. Rocky SNU. Should I get the new Garmin 570? Company have the 265 low, but I feel I need to upgrade. Yeah, why not? I mean, I've got a 965. Garmin don't send me anything anymore. Too miserable. They don't like honest reviews. But I've got the 965, and at some point I'll get the 975, whatever it's called. So, yeah, can't go wrong. It's whether you've got the money. But the 265 is going to do everything you need to do, right? Do you need to waste the money? Probably not. Jason, I'm from Tasmania. Isn't that amazing? It's the middle of the winter and I'm struggling to get myself out the door in the cold weather. Any tips? Yeah, sign up for a race. Sign up for the Tasmanian Marathon. Sign up for something and get your butt out the door. You've got one life. Live it. Telling you now. And what a great way to finish the show. Look, guys, seriously, thanks a lot for the support. Thanks for getting us to 50,000 subs. Let's get going. Let's get to 22 million. Just keep supporting each other. This week, again, it just shows you how precious life is. So just go out there and enjoy it. Spend time with your family. Do the things you like doing. It's only running, there's so many important things in the world. So just, prioritize what's the most important things to you. But yeah, I'm live on Friday, and then I'm off for a couple of weeks, which I need. So again, thank you to everybody for the support. It means a lot. It really does. Yeah, it really genuinely does mean the world to me. So thanks for the support. I shall see you guys on Friday. But until then, have a great week. Remember, we've got some stuff coming out on the channel. Do the usual, subscribe to the channel, tell everyone about what we're doing here. We're a little bit different to the norm, which is good. Join the 40 Runs Running Club. It's totally free. Or if you want to join as an affiliate member, then you get your 15% off sportshoes.com. Check out, we've got running clubs across the whole of the UK, and we've got one in the US. Come along and join one of them as well. All right. They're for all abilities, all sorts of runners. Okay. So get involved, people. But yeah, I'll see you I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a great week. Take care.